In this video, I'm going to show you tall sailing ships and talk to you about the incredible Tall Ships Races. Hi, I'm Gary Bembridge of Tips for Travellers. The Tall Ships Races is a massive annual sailing event in Europe, attracting 100 ships, hundreds of thousands of spectators, and creating a huge spectacle. The 800-year-old Turku in Finland has hosted the ships on multiple occasions, and this is where I saw the event and ships for the very first time. The banks of the river Ora, which runs through the city, is a perfect venue to see the ships, as the almost 100 ships of all sizes fill every inch of the banks on both sides, making a magnificent sight and a very manageable way to see them all. So much so that over 500,000 people come to Turku to see them when they're visiting. The Tall Ships Race itself started as a small 20-ship race in 1956. It was a romantic celebration and was seen as a farewell to the few remaining large sailing ships in the world. But it captured the public imagination and has grown to become this important phenomena, sailing European waters every year. Its goal has become not only to celebrate the grand, tall ships, but to encourage and train young people to get involved with sailing and to build cross-country friendships and understanding. At least half the crew of every ship must be youngsters aged between 15 and 25. The annual race is now organised by the Sail Training International Organisation. This was formed after the initial races to coordinate and promote the event. Every year the ships sail in different regions of European waters with 2 racing legs of several hundred nautical miles, and they stop in various ports for celebrations, events, parties and marches like these. It was called the Cutty Sark Tall Ships Races for 30 years between 1973 and 2003 after Cutty Sark Whiskey, that was the sponsor. It's a fabulous event and the ships, as you can see, are quite remarkable. Cities like Turku hosting them arrange concerts, events and fairs when they are in town, and I recommend you keep an eye on when the Tall Ships Races are run each year in July, and do try and visit one of the cities like Turku when they're in town. It's an experience you will enjoy, you will love, you will cherish. Well, hopefully you have found that helpful. As you can probably tell from the video, the Tall Ships and the Tall Ships Races was an amazing experience, something I strongly recommend that you try and experience. It happens every single year somewhere in Europe, so just take a look for Tall Ships Races, find out when they're happening, and seriously plan to spend some time seeing them. If you liked the video, I'd love it if you gave it a like, but more importantly, please subscribe to the channel and get more travel inspiration, advice and tips. That's the Tips for Travellers channel. Subscribe right now.